think we should call them gentlemen anymore.
Well, Jessica, you're there with Randall, right?
I am. Randall is right here next to me.
So I know Randall's been hanging out with Matt with these past signings. I don't know if he still hangs out with him or not, but I would like to hear from Randall to see what he has to say with all these signings, because he relied on Randall a lot with driving and picking up talent, picking us up from the airport last week or 2 weeks ago, and now without Randall, what's he gonna do? I mean, what with the whole James Storm thing?
I don't know. Randall helped him out a lot. Like, I remember Randall came over here and told me that he gave Matt $300 to go spend on his two daughters for school. He did not buy a single thing for those girls at school. His mother bought it.
Huh.
I looked at Randall. I was like, I never knew about the 300.
So
And that made
this guy was
Randall
just
like
trying to make a quick buck.
a little bit
Make
more.
a bluff.
Yeah, he
We
basically
usually
ripped off
build a
anybody.
lot of sympathy.
Well, he's not getting any sympathy from this side, that's for sure.
No, definitely not. And I know Randall picked up Tito Santana for him, right?
I believe he did pick up Tito.
Yeah, I picked up Tito.
Yeah. What's up, Randall? How you been?
I'm alright. How you doing?
Not bad. So Randall, you wanna chime in on anything?
Well, anytime he needed someone to drive, no matter how far the distance was, I always ended up driving for him. He didn't ever help me out with any of the cash or gas most of the time. Unless I was broke, if I had cash, he's like, "You got it, right?" If I had no cash, I'd always put cash in there because he's like, "They can't walk." Otherwise, he doesn't really give a shit about anyone.
You want to know something funny is that the weekend that I was up there in Rochester, Batavia, whatever that was, I had my own hotel room and I was in there, and I get a knock on my door. It was Randall and one of Matt's other friend. Can't remember his name.
That was Kalijah.
Kalijah. He says Matt just kicked us out of the room. Matt was just in my room right before that ordering Chinese food for him and his girlfriend, and I guess he didn't want to pay for their food, so he kicked them out of the room. It's insane.
This guy sounds like a real classy fella.
Yeah, he's a real good piece of crap.
Randall, I mean, I'm not going to mention their names because a lot of people ask me not to, but there was a lot of people on Facebook messaging me that I had no clue who they were, telling me stories about Matt. How he owes this person money, he did this, he's doing this, he got my car towed, all this wonderful stuff. And, with all due respect, I will not mention their names. And they chose that they didn't want to be on the radio either, but,
The whole car tow thing, I can help you elaborate on that one a little bit. That happened after you were gone, after the convention and stuff. You'd like?
Talking about what, the Jimmy
the Anvil one? Yeah, so why don't you, I guess, reiterate the whole Anvil situation, because I left and I was under the impression that Anvil was going home.
That's what I thought at first, and Matt somehow talked Anvil into saying that he had full permission to go with us to do this whole thing that Matt had planned out.
Wow. And so
that's how it started. He ended up going, and he borrowed the guy that was at the convention, Marshall's car, and he drove Marshall's car. I drove my car with Anvil and Kalijah. He had all the crap in the other car. The other car didn't have its up-to-date inspection sticker, and Matt got pulled over by two sheriffs that I passed him, not knowing it was him at first, until I got a call almost where we had to be. Seeing it had no inspection sticker, and Matt didn't even have a license, so he couldn't drive a car. It was suspended. He left that car there.
So
and
what I hear, he still doesn't have that car back, right?
That guy with
Yeah,
his
the
car,
guy.
I'm not sure if he got his car back or not.
It's unbelievable.
This is a winner right there, man. This is
After that weekend, I kind of cut ties pretty fast. I was sick of it. He was hiding a lot of shit, and it all started to unravel pretty hard at that point where you left, Dave.
Well, it just goes to show you, I had everything under control with these two, the guys that we brought in, and once Matt can screw somebody over, he'll do it as soon as he gets the opportunity.
Oh, yes, no doubt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's crazy. I hope you guys are learn from this experience and, don't deal with them anymore, but it's unfortunate.
He tries to harass me every now and then. I just ignore him.
Yeah, you better
I'm
off.
laughing at everything I see.
You'll have more money in your pocket if you stay away from him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
He's
Randall.
staying at his mom's home, too, so he doesn't even have his own place to live.
Well, yeah, he sounds like a real, real
Freeloader.
there you go, freeloader. He's got to rely on other people to buy his kids clothes and pay his bills and whatever. If his new girlfriend is into that, more power to her. But they look like they're gonna have a wonderful life meant for reality television.
Yeah.
And any time during that whole weekend where he was giving people money, that was half my money, too, and he didn't even tell me, so I didn't get shit. I got screwed pretty good there, too.
So you not only screw over vendors, promoters, wrestlers, but partners, friends, and at times ex-girlfriends and girlfriends and everything else.
He screwed over his family, too, I'm sure.
Yeah, I lost my place because of him. I chose him and his girls for my place to live.
Oh, yeah.
But here I am, back on my feet again.
It seems like you guys got enough ammunition to stay away from him.
Oh, yeah.
You know how you could get him back pretty good? Randall should start dating Jessica. Sounds like a little love connection there.
There you go. Well, start your own business, and you call it like Anti-Triosi Promotions.
There you go. Me and Kevin will get you the talent. Don't worry.
ATP, Anti-Triosi Promotions. There you go. Get those T-shirts made. But I do appreciate Jess, Randall. I appreciate your call, and just live and learn and stay away from that guy.
Oh, yeah. I'm loving everything I read about him. It's all hilarious. So.
But it's all true.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We're ESPN. We're reporting the truth here. And it's live, not 20 hours after it happened. So we're not saying breaking news 20 minutes later. So
Right.
All right, thanks, guys.
No problem. Have a good night.
You too. Take care. Okay, two more.
Yeah.
Two more, and we got another one jumping on right here. I don't know if this is going to be so much a Matt situation. I don't know. We're going to get John Minicino back on the line from Event Warn. I know he's had some issues with people posing as him or... Hey, John.
Hey.
How's it going? We got John Mancino on the line from Event Warn. Very good man, John. We both like you. I got Dave Mooch here from MZ Promotions.
What's going on, Dave?
How you been? All right.
So, do you have a Matt Triosi story, or you just want to out the knucklehead that's trying to pose as you with the private signings?
No, I just want to oust them. I'm getting a little tired of all the scammers coming out and making it bad for everybody else.
Oh, go ahead, go right ahead. I mean, I know the story from your posts on Facebook. So blast, put them on blast.
Yeah, I mean, we already have the one guy that's out in Arkansas, Stephen Carlton.
Mm-hmm.
He's what he's doing is taking pictures of me with talent and like Brian Barth with talent and posting them on his page like it's him. And he's saying that he's doing signings and he's selling forged pictures.
Wow. You said his name was Steve.
We just had somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to mention names because he is a local guy and he apologized and came out and took everything down.
Okay.
And we caught somebody else last week. So every week everybody's looking out, and it's getting old. We're tired of busting our ass to get this stuff done, and everybody's reaping the benefits.
John, you mentioned Steve Carlton. I got a text 2 nights ago from a friend of mine that lives in Connecticut, and he's kind of trying to break into the business, doing this and that. He tried to sell him a wholesale deal of autographs, and I heard the name before, and I didn't know where it came from. I just told him don't do it because I heard negative things, but now I'm glad I told him that don't do it. Because obviously this guy is another scumbag, huh?
What do we got?
Yeah, he's bad.
Stephen Carlton, the Boys for Life Promotions.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
That's
Right. First picture, he's got looks like Ashley Massaro. What was that? The Rock and Roll Express, Tatanka. Who knows?
Yeah, he has pictures of himself at indie shows.
Yeah. Which I guess he puts himself in the pic. He gets himself in the pictures, thinks he gets a little credibility, and then
he had about 40 pictures of Brian Barth, and Brian with talent. Which Brian, legitimate, runs his own show, and
yep.
He deals with a lot of people, and he had about 40 pictures of Brian with talent up there, and him selling the pictures from those talents.
Now,
and then every time I would list a private, which you guys know, I don't go really public with it.
Yeah.
I keep it in one small group.
Yep.
He would have the same signing a day later, not buying from me. So how is he getting this stuff signed if he's not buying from me, but he's advertising the same things?
Let's see. He's got a holiday autograph sale. Page, $15. Lex Luger, $15. AJ Lee, Randy Orton, $20. Rey Mysterio, $15, and Roman Reigns, $20. If I'm not correct, you just did pretty much every single one of those.
Pretty much.
So, and I can tell you right now that page one's fake.
Oh,
Yeah,
the page is definitely fake.
Brian Barth. Where did that AJ photo come from?
There you go.
I can tell you that page one
is
it's fake. Because
everybody's just getting fed up.
Because of John, I have
enough of busting our ass.
2 page autographs because of John, and the page autograph looks nothing like that. So yeah, that's
page is very distinctive. It's a P-A and then a squiggle.
Yeah.
And people like the one we just found online.
Mm-hmm.
It's spelled out Page, like very clear, like a kid wrote it down. So
probably
you know it's fake.
I'm gonna bust open my book here. Let's see. My page autograph. My prized possession. not as prized possession as my Tori Wilson, but we won't go there. Does that look like a page autograph?
No, not at all.
All right. And this came from John. I got 2 photos of Page. And look at that page.
Yeah, Matt. I dealt with him once or twice. I mean, the one time I did deal with him was when I had the Outlaws up in upstate. He came down there with his girlfriend and kid.
Okay.
And he didn't have enough money to pay for what he wanted to get. So I actually let him slide, and I told him, what, pay me during the week. And I kind of had to hound him every day. And he finally paid after about 2 weeks of me hounding him every day.
That's Matt.
That's Matt. Yeah, but you know what the big difference is? John is the Italian guy from Staten Island, so it probably scared him automatically. So you got that stereo.
Dave's right there with me.
You got You got that stereotype, the Staten Island Italian. We're all connected to somebody.
We won't mention any names. Get those cement
Connected to
shoes.
my wallet.
We were just saying at the beginning of the show that in the mid to late 80s, early 90s, none of this crap happened because people were afraid someone was going to come bust their face. Nowadays, they can hide behind their computer and talk shit, and there's no circumstance. They don't have to answer to it.
It's not even that. It's that everybody will call the cops in 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, that too.
Nobody's a man anymore. They call the cops and he threatened me, or meanwhile the guy's beating people for money everywhere, but you threatened him once, and you're the one that's wrong.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's a shame because the cops don't want to get involved in it. They don't want to hear
right.
who owes who money. They don't care. They're annoyed that they had to get out of their car and walk into a gymnasium full of kids and wrestlers. They don't give a shit.
Really?
report.
Exactly.
Yeah, they got to do paperwork now. They're already pissed off.